Hi guys, someone sent me a PM the other day about muting unwanted strings with the tip of your index finger. So I thought I'd just go ahead and do a full-on lesson about muting. Now, basically, I don't have perfect muting technique, but luckily for me I took a week's lessons from someone who does. So basically I'm going to pawn his expertise off and pretend it's my own. So first of all, I'll cover the question the PM asked, and then I'll move on to covering right hand muting. Okay. In one of my other lessons I said that the tip of the left hand index finger is like a goalkeeper and it should stop any unwanted notes getting passed on higher strings. So I'll just demonstrate what that means. If I'm using my left index finger to fret a note on, say, the 5th fret D string, just move my other fingers out of the way, it actually rests flat lightly, but it still rests flat along the G, B and E strings, and if I hit them now deliberately, they don't ring out. So even if I miss the note I'm intending to hit by quite a big margin, it's still the only one that rings out. So basically you can see that the applications with this are endless, and that if you can train your index finger to follow around the rest of your hand properly, you can actually mute every single string that's higher than the one you're playing on all the time. So if I play a long legato run like this, basically my index finger at all times is touching the string above it and muting it. So if I play the low E, it's being muted by the tip of my index finger. Unfortunately, due to the position it's in, it's going to ring out with some harmonics, but we'll cover that in a second. And then the lower strings also muted. Okay. Basically that applies if you're descending as well. And hopefully you can see that wherever I am, it's always muting the string above. Okay, this time to show it from a more extreme angle. Watch my index finger, please. Okay, there you go. Moving on then to the right hand. Basically with your index finger you're muting the string directly below the one you're playing on and the ones higher than that. That leaves you with your lower strings all being open and ringing out whenever you've got distortion on. Or are they? So if I'm playing, once again, 5th fret D string, my hand is gently touching, in my case because I've got a 7th string, my B, my low E and my A string. Then my index finger is also muting the A string, and then it's muting the G string, the B string and the E string. Yeah. Okay, now from the side I'm going to show you a longer picking run, and just watch how I mute. I'm not going to try and play it uber fast or anything, mostly because I can't. And if you watch the side of my right thumb, it's muting the strings lower than it. Okay, I'm going to play through a 3-note per string scale here, muting the lower strings with my right hand, and then muting the higher strings with my left hand just as normal. I'm going to do them both together, and this should be how you should be playing. Okay, while that was pretty dull musically, it nonetheless shows you how the left index finger is always touching the string above it, and how the right hand should be muting the strings that are lower than the one you're playing on. Okay, that should be everything as regards muting for a normal technique.